No, and for two reasons. The first being I have eggs. I just am down on ovaries, so I'll get to my bottom of my barrel faster than most people. So taking an embryo or someone else's egg, it is similar to doing IVF in the sense that you have to be impregnated, medically. And I just decided at 22, when I first found out about all this and there was a chance that I would not be able to carry, that I just morally felt like IVF was not my path, that for whatever reason I've just always had the discernment that for myself, it's different for everybody, but for myself, that is not my path, what I'm supposed to do. And then as I talked just about it when we got married, and the conversations we've had around all of it, is that we would not put money towards fertility in the sense of like IVF, IUI, those sort of treatments. Now, I've done several surgeries like laparoscopy and all to get my endometriosis cleaned out. I had to have my emergency surgery. I've had those kind of surgeries done that puts my body in the best position to get pregnant, but I have not pursued, like, as I mentioned, IUI, IVF. I have nothing against those things. It's just what I have not felt convicted to do. And the second part of that is there's a huge financial investment to that, obviously. And when Justin and I talked about it, we said from the very beginning, before Zadie, that our finances we would rather put towards adoption process and saving towards that than doing IVF, because once again, neither one of us felt like we had to have a biological child. Now that we have already adopted one time and we have Zadie in, I also do not feel like for us it is the right path to put a ton of money towards IVF or IUI or towards fertility, because I don't want to subconsciously send this message to Zadie that, one, she is not enough, or two, that she is not just as much our kid as a biological child would be. Like, the idea of that really upsets me. And so we've always said if it happens and we biologically get pregnant, fantastic, great, what a miracle. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. And Justin and I are getting closer and closer to kind of going in the direction of just going ahead and allowing me to pull my plug because of the pain and issues that I have been in and continue to be in, and just closing the chapter, because I am so okay with never having a biological child, but I would not be okay with it ever causing me more issues health-wise just for the sake of getting pregnant. Justin's not okay with that as far as me carrying. If my body's not supposed to carry, I don't want it to carry. Long story short, I could talk about it a lot more. Maybe I should do a podcast episode on why we're not going that route and how I kind of came to that decision. But so we're not accepting them, but that is an awfully, awfully kind thing for people to even consider to, donate embryos to us or anybody else.